What is up, everybody? Welcome to Heads Up Play, episode 42. Guys, we are rolling along. We got a lot we want to talk about today. Just a bunch of comments today, MLB predictions, NBA finals are here. You got a bunch of stuff going on in sports right now, guys. So let's get into it with episode 42.
Yeah, episode 42, Heads Up Play podcast. I am Sam, the sweaty boy, joined as always by the one and only John Rivers Nix, a.k.a. Cowboy. Recording this on a Tuesday night. How we feeling so far getting into the middle of the week?
We're getting there. It's not Friday. I'm progressively getting happier. Right now, I'm at about a 50%.
Tuesday, Wednesday in particular, it's the middle of the week. I just feel nothing on a Wednesday. Tuesday, I'm like, all right, I'm in the work week now. Then Thursday is when it's like, all right, tomorrow's Friday. And then, of course,
Wednesday, I can see at least the light in the tunnel. I can see the light in the tunnel. Today, to me, Tuesday's the worst day of the week.
And we got it over with.
Yeah, we got it over with.
Got it over with. So, all right, yeah, like you said, we got a good bit to talk about on today's episode. Got some college football to talk about. Look, we're going to talk a lot about college football. Obviously, we have our SEC preview series going on. We just previewed the South Carolina Gamecocks. Go check that out. It's the most recent video on the channel, previewing Shane Beamer and company. But while we do like to talk SEC mainly, there are some other teams out there outside of the South, one being the Colorado Buffaloes and Joel Klatt. I have my opinions on Joel Klatt. I think he's a great host. I think he's a really good podcaster. He's good on TV, got a great voice and everything. And I think his opinions are usually good. He doesn't really talk about the SEC all that much because he really can't, because he doesn't watch the SEC, because he's with Fox that doesn't cover the SEC. Even though I watch him, I'm like, how do you... Like, the SEC is the king of college football, and you're sitting here talking about Michigan and Ohio State and Colorado all the time. I really don't understand it. Now, he's a Colorado guy, and he had some recent comments on Colin Cowherd's show, and I want to get into that for a second after we talk about him. But let's take a look here. And you've got another quote, but he says here in this tweet from Colin Cowherd's show Twitter, "There's a chance Colorado is competing to go to the Big 12 championship game."
No. Hell no.
Thank you. We're on the same page with this.
Hell no. I mean, if you looked at their schedule, they might. I got them losing to North Dakota State almost in the first game of the year.
Oh, my goodness.
The biceps, but this is the quote. He goes, "There's a scenario where if Shedeur Sanders is healthy and they maintain some of the healthy with the guys on the outside, Travis Hunter, who I think is not one of the best player in college football, who I think is one of, if not the best college football player," my back can't read, "there's a chance that Colorado competing goes to the Big 12 championship game." I do believe he's correct about Travis Hunter. I do think if Travis Hunter's not he is the best college football player in college. I agree with that. If I'm a team, I don't know why Travis Hunter's not going number 5 in the draft next year.
At least.
But I agree with that. And do I think Shedeur Sanders kind of packs his stats a little bit? A little bit, but I don't think he's a terrible quarterback. I've seen worse quarterbacks in the Power 5. But to go as far as to say that they can reach a Big 12 championship, mind-boggling. Let me pull up their schedule. Let me pull it up. While I'm pulling it up, what thoughts do you have?
Yeah, so you mentioned the stat padding for Shedeur, and that was something that was talked about a good bit last season that a lot of people have kind of forgotten about going into the offseason here, but you were right. Rarely ever did we see Shedeur, the backup quarterback, come in. One, because they weren't really in situations to warrant a backup quarterback coming in. You know, they played some pretty close games and lost a good bit of games. Obviously, they went 4-8. And some of those wins were close wins, i.e. TCU, which was, of course, was a big win very beginning of the season last year. They go into Dallas and beat TCU. We thought, oh my goodness, is Colorado back?
I mean, they just beat the team that was in the national championship last year.
And then they go and have a 4-8 season. Everybody knows the story. Look, do I think that there will be some improvement by Colorado? I do think so. I've got the schedule pulled up as well. And you mentioned North Dakota State. I mean, look, this is the Alabama of FCS right here coming into town. They could have been FBS for years and years. So this is like a James Madison type situation, right? This is no sleeper coming to town.
Yeah.
I can most certainly see the Jackrabbits coming in and taking it.
Oh yeah, I'm about to say Colorado will probably win this
Excuse
game.
me, they're not the Jackrabbits.
It's going to be
the Bison.
The Bisons. I could definitely see them possibly beating Colorado. I just could see it. Right now at their schedule, you got North Dakota State, Colorado. Let's give them that win. That's 1-0. Colorado at Nebraska.
That's a loss.
That's a loss. 1-1. Colorado at Colorado State. Give me that one. 2-1. Baylor at Colorado. Give me Baylor. Give me. Not Baylor, but give me the Colorado. 3-1. 3-1. Colorado at Central Florida. Give me Central Florida.
Yeah, you got those kids going down into the swampy Florida, not used to that. I mean, even though a lot of Colorado kids are from outside of Colorado, but that's going to be tough. Gus Malzahn, I'm with you there.
Kansas State at Colorado. What is that, 3-3?
Yeah, 3-3 there. Arizona on the road. Jed Fish leaves, but they retain a ton of those players. I think Arizona is going to take a step back, but I still do think that they're going to be pretty good. Give me Arizona there. You're already now in the loser's bracket.
Yep, and then you got Cincinnati at Colorado.
Give me Colorado.
4-4. Then you got Colorado at Texas Tech, 4-5.
Utah 4-6. Kansas at Kansas. Come on now. 4-7, and then Mike Gundy and company coming to Colorado. That'll be an interesting thing to see at Colorado OSU. But give me 4-8? Is that 4-8?
4-8. I guess. Like I predict, 4-8. They're at best 4-8.
Let me ask you something while we're on this with the Colorado thing and the Deion Sanders. And we've talked about Deion a lot on this show. So say they go 4-8 again. Say they go 4-8 next year, or a 5-7. Say they even go 6-6. After a couple years, if it's not looking like there is a steady path to continuously competing for a playoff, which is the end goal, especially now with it being 12 teams.
Yeah.
I understand what Deion Sanders has brought in terms of the amount of people, applying to the school. Apparently there was like 64,000 or something like that, new applications to the school. The brand is exploding. If Deion does not take off to go somewhere else, and it's not looking like there's an incline, how long before they let him go? I understand. He's better than they've been.
I don't think they let him go. It's kind of like one of those, what else are you going to get? Unless he keeps, talking to the press, making the press kind of like give bad reviews to Colorado, then maybe they let him go. Because he's losing. We can find someone else that loses for us. I mean, we're Colorado. We can find someone else that loses for us and not bring this much attention. But again, he's bringing them good attention as well. I just don't see them firing. Kind of as the sense of, who else could you get?
I want to say I don't see them firing him, but let's say 3 years down the road, if they're still having 4-8, 5-7 seasons, at what point does Deion become old? At what point does the brand become, okay, yes, you're Deion Sanders, but you're not doing what we brought you here to do?
Let me ask you a question. Who lasts longer? Mike Elko at Texas A&M or Deion? There was rumors Deion was going to A&M or Deion at Colorado. Who has a longer career?
As I bring up an issue here, I would say, gosh, that's a tough one. I think Mike Elko has the opportunity for success more than Deion does, even while being in the SEC. And I only say that because just the amount of resources and money that Texas A&M has. They're a sleeper program. They have the tools to win a national championship. It's just they haven't found the right guy yet. I don't know if Mike Elko is that guy. That's a tough one. I'm going to say it'll be Mike. But again, Dion has 1 year over him. So who knows?
That's what I was curious. That was my question on that. I was like,
Now, I want to real quickly, we're already 10 minutes in now, but I want to get into Colin Cowherd and his college football stuff. I don't know how much you watch.
I hate Colin Cowherd.
All right, so I'm okay with Colin Cowherd. I like his NFL stuff, but his show is like 65, 75% NFL, then maybe like 20% NBA, and then like the small portion is everything else. Maybe he talks about baseball every now and then, college football every now and then. So he, in the college football season for the past, I probably want to say like 6 or 7 years, he's been bringing Joel Klatt on every Wednesday during the season, and it's like 15 minutes or something like that, and he talks about college football. Well, of course, it's on Fox. It's under the Fox network. Fox has no ties to the SEC, especially now the SEC being under ESPN wholeheartedly. But it feels like every time Colin Cowherd brings on Joe Klatt, he's always got to talk about USC. USC this. I feel USC. I mean, blah, 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 USC. I'm like, dude. Like, I mean, in that same interview, I don't know if you watched the whole thing. I watched it yesterday. He brings Joe Klatt on for 15, 20 minutes, I think it was. Half the conversation was about USC. Sorry, newsflash, Colin. USC has not been relevant in 18 years? 17, 18 years? Something like that? Nobody goes to USC games. This shows your lack of, like, perception with college football because nobody cares about USC anymore. They're the past.
Colin Cowherd is kind of like, he says just outlet. You know JJ McCarthy? You know who he reminds me of? Joe Montana. Yeah, he reminds me of Joe Montana. Yeah. I mean, I remember when him and Skip Bayless were big, but he's like, Johnny Manziel, he's going to be great. He's going to be great for the city of Cleveland.
I don't think I've ever listened to Colin Cowherd's show, and of course I've probably never listened to a whole show, but anytime I listen to him, I feel like he always brings up Russell Wilson, Tom Brady, Dak Prescott.
He used to bring up Tim Tebow a lot.
He did used to bring, and now Skip used to bring up Tim Tebow a lot too. But I feel like, especially Dak and Russell Wilson, like he cannot go 5 seconds without bringing up one of those two names for whatever reason.
Dak Prescott right now is the name everybody's like, well, Dak Prescott's terrible. That's the name everybody's talking about right now in NFL. If you want to go quarterback-wise, let's talk about Dak Prescott. I'm telling you, something interesting to watch. The Dallas Cowboys, you saw yesterday, Justin Jefferson, he got paid. He got his extension with the Vikings, right? You see that?
Mm-hmm.
Now they're saying up next is CeeDee Lamb. Well, there's 3 people up for re-signing at Dallas this year. It's not this year, but next year. That's when their contracts run up. Dak, CeeDee Lamb, Micah Parsons, the 3 core. So they only have enough money to pay 2 people. It's going to be interesting to watch.
It will be interesting to watch. And like you said, Dak has been underperforming. But
since we're on Dallas,
let's move on a little bit to a different sport. NBA Finals are coming up, starting here on Thursday, June 6th, I believe.
I thought it started tonight for some reason. Let me double check.
I do believe it's June 6th. But as you looked that up, so of course, as we kind of predicted a little ways back, I want to say it was like 5 days ago or something like that.
I had the Celtics in the preseason. That was my preseason. I had them in the Nuggets, but I was off on the Nuggets.
So it is
it's Thursday.
It's Thursday. Okay, so it is the Celtics and the Mavericks. And the Celtics are the betting favorite. I want to say each game they're favored by like 6.5 or something like that, or maybe the first game they're favored 6.5. Who knows? But Celtics are the betting favorite. What do you think going into this finals here? Because I mean, it could be pretty good.
This is going to be a very well matched finals. I love the Boston Celtics roster. They're there. When you want to talk about deep, you got Derek White, you got Tatum, Brown, Holiday, Horford, you got Luke Kennard. What's his other name? Yeah, of course I said Tatum. You got Derek White. I mean, dude, you're deep on this. You got Porzingis coming back this game as well. And there's a lot of storylines in this series. I don't know if you realize this. Porzingis versus his old team Dallas, and then it's Kyrie versus Dallas. I mean Boston. I mean then Dallas got a good roster too as well though. They got Kyrie, Luca, who I got something I want to say after we get done with this. Luca, PJ Washington, Daniel Gafford, Tim Hardaway Jr., Dwight Powell. Like you got a bunch of pretty good ball players. But it's going to be very interesting to see. There's two players that I want to ask about, but I want to hear what you've got to say about this series.
Oh yeah, look, it's going to be exciting. Luka Doncic, he's unbelievable. I mean, I think we've gotten our show notes here. Is he like the best of the best right now? I think there's no argument. I mean, for a while, Giannis was probably that guy. I think he's slipped to second place now. But
it was a little bit of Nikola Jokic.
Jokic, yeah. But I think Luka's got it right now. I mean, he's just, if you pull up his Wikipedia page, if you look at what he's done at such a young age, playing in both the United States and back in Spain, I mean, all the accolades. I mean, it's just incredible.
He's played professionally over there since he was like 12, I want to say. Like 12, 13, one of those ages.
It's absolutely unbelievable. I do have the Celtics winning it. I just think that they're too, like you said, kind of too stacked from top to bottom. They're built to kind of make a deep run, and they have. So give me the Celtics. I'll say give me the Celtics in 6 games.
Okay. I agree with you. Give me the Celtics in 6. So we both have the Celtics. You know, the Celtics, if not the greatest franchise, they're the second greatest behind the Lakers.
Mm-hmm. Would be their 12th championship.
If Jason Tatum wins this for them, will Jason Tatum be up there with the Larry Birds, the Kevin McHale's, the Bill Russells? Will he be counted as a Celtic legend?
So, I mean, he's still so young. I mean, he was drafted in 2018 or 17, something like that.
2017, I believe.
And look, he's a 5-time All-Star, been an All-Star every year since 2020. I think he would need a little bit more to propel him to like a Larry Bird status. But I mean, he's already cemented himself as being like a Celtic great, I think, for sure.
Well, see, I think he's a Celtics All-Star. I would not put him higher right now than Kevin Garnett, Paul Pierce.
No.
Just because he has not won a championship.
No, I agree with you. I mean, look, he's still so young. How old is he right now? He's 26. He's our age, or my age at least. He's got a long career ahead of him. Look, hopefully no injuries or anything like that in the future, but he could most certainly have a very prosperous career and be up there with some of those legendary names for what is, in the Eastern Conference at least, the most successful franchise in the NBA.
Yeah. Easily. Well, let's speak of another championship. Get the Stanley Cup Finals going on.
Look, me and you, we're huge hockey fans.
I am an Edmonton Oilers fan. After this last game, I mean, I'm just telling. I can tell you 2 reasons why you should be an Oilers fan, everybody.
All right. I'm preface. I, at least, and I'm pretty sure you, have no clue what's going on in hockey. I didn't even know who was playing.
I don't know what's going on.
I do know now that
the Oilers versus
the Florida Panthers, I believe, right?
Yes. Are they in Miami?
They are in Miami. Yes. So big step up, Miami. They got to come for my Tampa Bay Bolts, my Lightning here. Look, they won it twice in a row. Come on, Panthers. Come on, got to beat Tampa Bay here. I'm just a huge Lightning fan right here. I'm just kidding. So yes, I don't know the whole story about this right here, but it exploded on Twitter. It was at least the first thing that popped up on my Twitter a couple days ago. This lovely woman, right here. I don't know her name.
We're not gonna show y'all what she. But when you see the image, you know what she's about to do.
Yeah, if you just look at the way that she's holding her shirt there. I mean, obviously she's just going to, raise her hands in celebration and just give high tidings in celebration to her beloved Edmonton Oilers. I mean, what more is there to say? I mean,
everybody on Twitter was like, man, what a front porch. That was my favorite comment. What a front porch.
So, all right. So if you can't catch our drift, obviously she flashes the entire crowd. Somebody's recording. I guess two. I want to see the other POV there from the other girl recording there.
He never moved. The dude back there, the dude, he never moves. So when he gets home and he gets on Twitter and he's like, "What the hell? I didn't see nothing."
So,
I mean, his wife's like, "You're so oblivious. You're so oblivious."
I just want to know what goes through a woman's mind. Just be like, okay, this moment right here is the perfect time to show everybody my titties. I mean,
I'm just telling you this though. When the Braves won the World Series, I flashed and I got in trouble. But when she does it, it
blows up on. She's getting porn contracts like from the porn dude. Apparently, per TMZ, some porn guy reached out to offer her a contract. I don't know. I doubt she.
Watch. In the next couple months, she will have an OnlyFans.
You got to make your money moves when you can.
I promise you, she will have an OnlyFans. But
all right. Question of the day: do you know where Edmonton is?
That's in Canada.
Do you know where in Canada?
I don't even know. I didn't know they didn't have stat. They're called Providence or
provinces. Yeah.
Yes, I didn't know that until the other day.
And I think there's only I want to say 8 or 10 provinces, and they're all massive because Canada's bigger than the United States, like area wise. So obviously they're all like the size of Texas or.
Is it? Is it in near? I don't know where it's at in Canada.
So I think it's in British Columbia, which is like the part of Canada above Washington. Seattle, up that area.
Yeah.
So I think Vancouver is there. But yeah, so
I just know Wayne Gretzky played there. That's all I know about the Oilers.
Did he play there? Oh, he did. No, he played for Edmonton. I thought he played for. I know he played for the New York
Let me
Islanders. We don't, guys. Preface: we're Southern guys. We don't know hockey. In case you haven't figured it out.
No, he did play for Edmonton. I knew
it.
He played for the. I didn't. I
know he played. I think majority of his career was with the Kings, right? The LA Kings.
He played with the Oilers, Kings, Blues, and Rangers.
Oh, the Rangers, the New York Rangers. That's right.
He was in Edmonton for 10 years.
Oh, how about that? How about that? Well, go Oilers. Just want to give look. My fiance and your wife. Look, they don't watch this. So I mean, how are they going to know this conversation happened? I'll just say, her oil cans are full. In case you want to go watch the video yourself, just hop on Twitter. It's not that hard to find. So, all right, little bit of MLB. I'm gonna tell you right now. I have not been keeping up. I want to give a quick shout out to the Florida softball team. Talked about them for a couple times here on the show. My fiance works for them. I'm not going to say what she does for them, but she works for them. Their season came to an end today in the Women's College World Series. They made basically the Final Four of softball. Lost on a walk-off home run to who else in softball? Those dang Oklahoma Sooners. Boomer Sooner. But hey, go Gators. Congratulations on a great season. But it's kind of eating up my time to watch MLB recently, and with the lack of, Braves doing good, I haven't really been paying much attention recently. I'm not gonna lie, but what's the news right now in the MLB?
So they came out with the MLB. What if the playoffs started today? And I have those rankings. In the American League, you have the Cleveland Indians in first seed. You have the Yankees in the second seed. Of course, you have the third seed, the winner of the Central, the Mariners. 4th seed, you have the Orioles. 5th, you have the Royals, and 6th, you have the Twins. Then you go to the National League. You have the Phillies as the 1 seed, Dodgers as the 2 seed, the Brewers being the Central winners as the 3rd seed, 4 seed Braves playing the 5 seed Giants, and then the 3rd seed Brewers playing the 6th seed Padres.
You know, there's been some
If I look at it right now, it looks like the Yankees to me are winning the World Series.
the Yankees.
Yes.
Okay. I would be remiss if I unfortunately did not pick the Dodgers to win at this moment in time. It will be interesting to see. Hey, the Braves for the past 2 seasons have said, "Oh, it's the playoff format. We get that whole week of rest, and we just get out of our get into a funk, get out of our rhythm." Okay, probably going to be a wild card team now, and you're gonna have to play that wild card round.
Back it up now.
Back it up now. Now, of course, a lot of things could change going through the rest of the season. Phillies could slip, Yankees could slip, another team could arise. I thought the Diamondbacks would come out hot after losing in the World Series this year. They're currently sitting with a losing record right now. It's been a little bit of an odd year.
Both them in Texas.
Yes. And the Brewers, like you said, leading the Central in the National League right now. Have you heard about how violent the Brewers are right now? But they're like the most violent team in the major leagues.
I saw where Tommy Pham got into William Contreras.
Yeah. All right. What's your take on that? What is your take on Tommy Pham? Because I think at one point you were saying you wouldn't mind Tommy Pham coming to the Braves.
I would not mind Tommy Pham coming to the Braves. I think he gives that energy that we need. I wouldn't say he's like a Jock Peterson, but he brings that cockiness to where we need that in the clubhouse, in my opinion. I think Tommy Pham don't give a shit, and I like that personally. I want someone that he's laid back. He will fight someone else. Like, I don't know. He seems like to me a personal team player, someone I would want next to me. If I'm in the battlefield and I look now, I want him in the tunnel with me. Like Tommy Pham looks like he's just that guy.
I kind of thought Chris Sale would bring some of that energy, and I do think he
has. I think he has.
But it just, I think
you gotta have
it for someone that we need somebody like that as well.
You gotta have it someone that plays every day, not someone that plays every 5 days. In my opinion.
Exactly like that Jock Peterson type Tommy Pham. I'm not a huge Tommy Pham fan. Hell, if he brings us the World Series, though, I mean, look, he helped bring the Diamondbacks to one, so who knows? Yeah, it's a long season, and now all college sports are done until college volleyball starts up. You think college football starts up first? No, college volleyball is the first start. That's right.
Catch me at a South Alabama volleyball game, everybody. Don't forget to say hey to me.
That's right. Always there. Just catch him.
I love my family. I love my God. I love my family, and I love my South Alabama Jaguar women's volleyball. Woo!
Jay's up. All right. Do you have a question of the day, John Rivers?
Yes, and it's not food related.
Woo!
Question of the day: what movie sports star is the best of all time?
Okay, by movie sports star, do you mean movie star who stars in sports movies, or like a movie character?
Movie character, like a Rick Vaughn, Bugs Bunny,
Michael Jordan.
I'm gonna go Bill Murray in Space Jam.
I'm gonna go LeBron James, but no, I'm gonna go Bronny James in the new Space Jam.
Give me Don Cheadle.
Don Cheadle. Is Iron Man a sports movie? All right, give me. I want to say Rodriguez. Happy Gilmore.
Not a bad one. You said they're making a Happy Gilmore 2?
Did I say that? I think I did say that or something like that.
But no, they are. I saw that. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
It's gonna be ass.
Probably. Speaking of ass, real quickly. You know what? No, I'll bring it up at the end. All right. So what you got?
I would go. Mm, mm, um, um, give me Wesley Snipes and White Man Can't Jump. I don't know. Woody Harrelson. Give me Woody Harrelson.
All right, I'll give you. I'm gonna go with Happy Gilmore, but I think on the other side of your question, which is what I thought you were asking, give me Kevin Costner. I just feel like he's starting so many baseball movies. He's got to be like one of the best sports movie actors out there.
Yeah, his best movie is Draft Day. No, God, no.
Yeah, Draft Day too. Yeah,
I hated that movie.
yeah, it was
God,
not very good. No, stick to baseball, Kevin, or Yellowstone. All right. So, have you heard? I wanted to bring it up in the Colorado discussion. Have you heard Shadur Sanders' new song?
no, I have not.
Shadur Sanders came out with a song, and I can't play it because they'll copyright strike us. Let me see if I can pull up the lyrics.
I didn't know he made one. My Twitter feed was kind of occupied.
All right. So he comes out with a song called "Perfect Timing."
Oh, God.
Yes, "Perfect Timing" by Shadur
like R&B.
Sanders.
Sounds like R&B music.
It's supposed to be, I guess, like a rap. I don't know, hip hop. I can't find the lyrics anywhere. The shit is ass. I mean, it is trash. Like, you can tell it was like, you'd think with Deion Sanders being his dad and the amount of money that he got in NIL, he could get a nice studio type stuff. But not only does he sing like ass or rap like ass, but he sounds like ass. Like, it just sounds like he recorded it like in his bedroom or something like that. I'm like, dude.
He sounds like,
So, I mean, something like that. He's like, it's perfect timing.
it's like he recorded with an Android.
A little bit, dude. Go. I'll send it to you. It sounds so bad, so bad. But all right, guys, I think that does it for episode 42 of the Heads Up Play podcast. As always, hit them with it, John Rivers. Stay classy. I'll let you do that at the end. Follow us on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, X. Comment down below what you think about Joe Klatt, Colorado, MLB, NBA Finals. Give us your predictions, everything like that. And, yeah, I think that does it. Be sure to look out for episode 43 here in a few days.
Hey.
Hit him.
Don't forget. Don't ever forget. Stay classy.
What does stay classy mean? We may never know.